Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and today I'm doing a Black Series review of Island Journey Rey from both the ending of Force Awakens and the beginning of Last Jedi. I'm just going to clarify this now to avoid the confusion, and I did do this on purpose so that there would be confusion. I am doing a separate figure. My last video was Rey and BB-8 from Jakku. As a matter of fact, I'd originally planned on being so confusing with this that I had done Rey and BB-8 from Jakku, then the Island Journey Rey, and then I would have bought the Sith Vision Rey just to have 3 Reys to confuse my audience. Unfortunately, I did not buy the Sith Vision Rey, so I'm only doing the 2 of these videos. But anyway, time to get into this review of this figure. So this is a figure that is actually, like, when I talked about the Jakku Rey, I said that it holds up very well, but that it would not pass as a modern day figure. This figure, however, holds up even better than that one, and you could actually buy this modern day, and I'd believe that it was it was just released, because the photoreal tech on this figure is amazing. This is an amazing Black Series figure. It's not as old as the Force Awakens Rey, which does give it an advantage, but still, the point is that this figure has amazing detail, and it holds up even better than the last one. So much so that when I look at people's lists for their favorite Black Series, this figure is always in their top 20. It's very weird. But anyway, I'm going to get into the features and everything that this figure has. So starting off, this figure comes with a removable robe, and it's a really cool inclusion, but I don't remember Rey wearing a robe at all in the ending of Force Awakens. She might have worn it in Last Jedi, but I don't remember that existing there. So this is just a cool inclusion that you get, I guess, and I like the fact that it's a cloth robe, but I don't remember this robe ever existing in the movies. But with the robe off, you can see, and it has some great detailing on this figure. Honestly, it's got some amazing detailing, I think, because this, like I said earlier, you could buy this, and I would believe that it's a modern day release, except for the box, because it is a red box, and they don't make these anymore. But apart from that, if they just changed the box, I would believe this is a modern day figure. The figure has detailing everywhere, you can see how it goes up her legs, and there isn't anything covering there, back to clothing, and the way how it just cuts through to the different layers of clothing that Rey is wearing on this figure. And the best part about it is this jacket is actually its own separate thing, so it makes you think that, yeah, that could be removed. I would not advise you removing it, because you'll probably break your action figure. And where the last Rey figure failed, this figure succeeds, because this one actually comes with her blaster from Force Awakens. And this blaster has some really great detailing. It looks exactly like it, and the handle is black, and it even comes with a little holster for it. So yeah, I think they did a great job there. Just throughout the entire figure, there's great detailing, around her waist, how it has that belt thing clipped there that attaches to her holster. And I just think they did an amazing job with all the detailing on this figure, such as around the arms, how it's the different straps and wrist things that she's wearing, and then on the other hand, how there isn't one. And it's just some really great detailing, especially on the jacket, how I said, that it's its own separate thing. And then the face detailing on this figure, oh my gosh, this face detailing holds up amazing. This looks exactly like Daisy Ridley. I said how the other one, that other one is 9 years old, and it still holds up great, but this one holds up amazing. This looks just like a modern day figure. Yeah, however, I do think there are some disadvantages to this figure, and I will cover them soon. But for example, the lightsaber, it's the same one, well, it's not the same one, but it's very similar to the other one. The blade is still thin, kind of like how they were in Rebels, where they always had those thin blades. And I honestly don't mind it, because this was still earlier on. And I still think the lightsaber looks really good. It looks exactly like Anakin's lightsaber, that then became Luke's lightsaber, that then became Finn's lightsaber, that then became Rey's lightsaber. Yeah, I think they did a great job on detailing this saber. It looks exactly like that one. And yeah, it even comes with a little clip, although Rey doesn't have anywhere for you to clip it on. It's just there for detail. But yeah, I think this figure has great accessories with the lightsaber, the blaster, the robe, and you actually get the same staff in this figure because Rey always has her staff. Even though she only uses it in Force Awakens, she carries it with her every time. The staff comes with a strap on so that you can attach it onto the figure. And yeah, it fits into the figure's hand. You can actually use this staff with both hands. Like, I'm going to need to take the lightsaber out real quick, but something that most figures have is that if the figure comes with a certain accessory, you can't put it in both hands, but you actually can with Rey's staff here, and that's a really cool feature for this figure. Like so. Okay, I'm struggling to do it now, but the point is that you can do that feature. But with all the good I've said about this figure does have some flaws, such as the fact that the posability on this figure is not the best. This figure falls over quite easily, like watch that. See, the figure falls over very easily, and it's a bit of an issue because the Force Awakens one did not have that issue. However, I still think this is an amazing figure, and I'm not just comparing the two figures, it's just a good base point for me to go off of. But yeah, I think this figure does have some great posability, it just doesn't have the best balance, and the figure will fall over. Like, you have some great posability you can do with this figure, and if you want to display it, and I think that's really cool, but just this figure does not have the best balance. Anyway, I'm going to come back to the figure in a bit for my final thoughts, but for right now I want to cover the box. And I actually think they did a great job with the image on this figure. Notice how there's no robe on this image, which shows just how important that robe is. Anyway, you get the same image on the back and a little details about Rey in the island journey. And then on the side it says Rey. And she is number 58 on the Black Series Red Box wave. And yeah, these boxes, they're nothing unique, but they get the job done, and I like them. So yeah, I think they did a good job on the box. Yeah, coming back to the figure for my final thoughts, I do think this is an amazing figure. Like, I can understand why people have it on their top 20 lists for Black Series, because you get a robe, a lightsaber, the blaster, a staff, it's a great detailing, and all that. It's just, I kind of think that the other one is better, not because, like, the Rey figure, but mainly just because that Rey and BB-8 from Jakku, you get BB-8 in that figure. And this figure also has better balance, but I'm not just trying to compare these two figures. I still think this is an amazing figure. So much so, it is also a 10 out of 10 figure for me. I just think that one, since you get BB-8 with the figure, and you never get 2 for 1, I think that one holds up a bit better. Anyway, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off. I do think this figure is a 10 out of 10 and a great figure. I'd recommend you pick one up if you want one. And since I'm talking about it, I'm going to link the video to my Rey and BB-8 review because these two videos are kind of a dyad in the YouTube force. I don't know why I said that, that's just so corny. Anyway, 10 out of 10, okay, I'm getting these two out of the way. 10 out of 10 Rey figure. If you want one from her island journey, I recommend you get this one since it's the only one. Yeah. So anyway, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off, and I look forward to our next encounter in my next video. It will not be a Rey review, trust me.